The stage is ready. Let's make this an unforgettable show. How do we do that? You guessed it! Love! Now, may I have this dance?
You know, I'll take proof on that. We'll see which one of us has more love to give.
Come forward! The reckoning is at hand!
Elegance and grace! Maximum! Do you feel the love? Off the roof! It's there! 1, 2...
Raging on! Face the black! Gamma ray!
Finish! Losing doesn't look good on me.
No, it's him. How did he get so close? La Diva, UL!
Wow, you Eternal Boys still have it. Took you a lot of thrusting, but you managed to finish off all those men by yourselves.
Who do we have here? Speak of the devil and he shall appear, is it?
More like be careful what you wish for.
No matter. We shall make you regret exposing yourself to us so carelessly.
Huh. Rain. Shall we take this chat into a nearby cafe?
Ah, actually, we were just in one, discussing how to find you. But now that you've appeared, would you care to tell us what happened in Pandemonium, and what you've done to our realm?
Haven't got a clue what you're talking about, but I'm getting all wet. And I do love a piping hot cup of joe. So why don't we...
Are you gonna spend all day dodging our questions? We may not have Imperial authority like those soldiers back there, but we'll still take you into custody if we need to.
Tie me up? For what crime? Fancy yourselves part of the Enforcers now?
He's got no weaknesses. Never seen anything like it. Regular primals have nothing on him.
It won't do if we both fall now. Escape and summon the rest of the Eternals. I'll keep him preoccupied for as long as I can.
Gotcha. I'll leave you to it then.
You know I can hear you, right? You're planning to gather all 10 of your friends and gang up on me. While I wouldn't normally mind 10 on 1, your plan does sound a little cowardly. Especially for a crew touted as the terror of the skies.
Think of it as insurance. Victory is crucial when the stakes are this high. But first, you shall face the strongest spearmen these skies have ever seen. And I don't intend to die here.
Have it your way. Oh, Eternals. If you can blow one away, you can blow them all away, right? An eternal in the flesh. I've always dreamed about meeting you. It's time to live out my fantasies.
Your words are useless. They won't affect me. The time has come. I shall leave you broken. I'll gut you.
Let's get
It's time to unleash!
May this light set you free! Accept fate! Gamma Ray!
The best defense.
Let's get it. This is all wrong. So slow. It's all wrong.
Not just for you.
Mobius. So it's all wrong. Mobius. This is stupid. One more. All wrong. Let's get it.
It's time to unleash! True power!
All wrong.
May this light set you free! Accept fate! Gamma Ray!
All wrong.
It's time to unleash! True power!
May this light set you free! Accept fate! Gamma Ray!
Can't you at least act like you're into it? All wrong. All wrong.
I'm just a boy.
All Let's get into
Peacemakers win!
Spiral sphere! It's time to unleash! True power!
May this light set you free! Accept fate! Gamma Ray!
That was
Face on! Eternal Spear Master! Prepare yourself!
Let's get into
May this light set you free! Accept fate! Gamma Ray!
Mobius. Let's get into this. Go easy. All
You face on, Eternal Spear Master. Prepare yourself.
Cheers to you.
Quest clear.
I'd hate to be underestimated.
You aren't close yet. Neither am I. Stalemates are such a turn-off. Not to mention, this downpour is awful. Any other day and I'd have worked harder for the title Conqueror of the Eternals. But I'll take a rain check for now.
I'm afraid you're not going anywhere.
Damn, you're persistent. If I come clean about Pandemonium, will you let me leave in peace?
That depends on what you have to say. I was fully prepared to skewer him if he attempted to deceive me. But I don't detect even a hint of a lie. So, this is a new world. Quite hard to wrap my head around that, I admit. This wretch must still be hiding something. I can't permit him to escape.
Wow. You really just stood there and listened to me? Feels nice to be trusted, but you just made a big mistake.
Speak plainly.
While we were sharing a romp down memory lane, you lost focus of your surroundings. Where are the singularities? Sure, they saved the world once, but will they get lucky again? With how warped this dimension's become, who's to say if even the Eternals are safe? And perhaps the seeds for greater terror have already been planted. Right behind you.
Always one step ahead. I'm still unsure if I should trust that serpent's tongue. With Pandemonium and the Crimson Horizon, that was no more than a collision of two fronts before the storm. The tempest itself is still brewing, and I suspect there isn't a soul in these skies that can predict how deadly its winds will be.
You mean to tell me Belial showed himself to you?
Yep, back in Albion. There he was, out of the blue. Could hardly believe it myself. There's no telling what kind of mischief he's cooking up. But I'd bet a fat purse of rupees that it's going to give us all heartburn.
Guys, didn't Belial's core get crushed back in Pandemonium?
Must have had some kind of trick up his sleeve. No telling with that snake. That's why Ann and I, we decided it would be best to call the other Eternals.
Good plan. If only we knew where the rest of your playmates were.
Astute as always. We may not be the closest bunch in the skies, but it is unusual for everyone to fall this far off the radar. Ann's out there searching for the gang as we speak. But something about this situation smells fishy. And that's why I came to check in with your crew. Had to make sure things were still ship-shape on your end.
This certainly feels like deja vu. I reckon the world's done flipped upside down.
We also thought to summon our associates, but we ran into the same problem. No one was to be found.
It all goes back to this Belial fella, don't it? Gosh, my goosebumps are getting goosebumps.
Oh, it feels as if we're racing toward disaster, with no way of slowing down.
Belial's original goal was Beelzebub's liberation. Well, that damn angel broke my seal and regained his power. So other than pissing me off, what's his new aim?
Call it a handsome sword stud's intuition. but it feels like Beelzebub was the muscle, while Belial was the mastermind. It's likely our angel friend knew everything from the start. He's at least had a clear view of this whole mess of a chessboard.
Ugh, so Belial's the real target. But he's continuing to operate from the shadows. Does that mean his plan is still in its infancy?
Could be. Knowing him, though, he might just be getting his rocks off by causing a little more disorder.
It's not a simple game to him, and it's not a simple coincidence he decided to show himself either. Even in Pandemonium, when his actions seemed wild and unpredictable, it was clear he was working toward a greater plan.
We can't let Belial get away with whatever he's doing. Besides, he may be easier to catch than Beelzebub. We have 0 leads on him.
This is where they fought. But Belial hasn't been seen since he escaped on.
Let us hope we can find some physical indication of his whereabouts or motives, as interviews with the locals were fruitless. No one seems to have witnessed anything.
I expected as much. Never have we dealt with a more cunning foe. We should check the other islands he's visited. Perhaps they'll provide us with more leads.
Seriously? A pretty boy dressed in black? Can't we search for a sexy beach bunny instead?
Soris, you take this mission seriously right now, mister. If we don't find him soon, there won't be anyone left to wear swimsuits. And after Auguste finally returned to the relaxing vacation spot it was meant to be, do you want these shores to be empty again?
Fine, fine. Made your point. Anyway, you'd think a black getup would stick out in this bright sunlight, but nobody's seen a thing.
There's no trace of him.
Nor the Exia, thankfully. Fairy and I had quite the encounter with those pests. Well, shall we conclude that Belial has no traps to spring on us here?
That's a safe call, which leaves us with only one more location to investigate.
Pandemonium. He's been drawn to it like a moth to the flame, time and time again.
My suspicions were correct. This place is a nothing-filled void, after all. Then my existence within this featureless dimension is a contradiction. Proof that there are indeed contours amongst the emptiness. If one possesses form, then one must face the loss of it. Indeed, there is no escape from finality. Another trifling obstacle which I shall overcome. For I command dominion over all creation.
Calm down, Bubs. You don't want to climax too soon, do you? At least relish the moment.
Serpent, how dare you show your miserable countenance to me? I was too rash, piercing only your core. This time, I shall incinerate every fiber of your being.
Finally, a little bit of passion from you. But are you sure you want to tango with me? After all, look at what I've got. The verses. And we've become quite intimate lately. So come at me all you want, Bubs. I'll finish you in the most satisfying of ways. Perfect. I love my men silent. You know, despite our rocky road, I've got a lot to thank you for. And I don't want to kill you over a lover's spat.
Do not spin me into one of your schemes. No matter the twisted plans you unfurl, I act only for my own ends.
I wouldn't have you any other way. I've come to you with a chance to fulfill both of our desires. And this time, there's no fine print. You'll thank me once you're back in your rebooted world, tailor-made to your liking.
My desired world, is it? Do not play with your food, serpent, lest you choke. Did you believe I wouldn't notice that this void is beyond the reach of the Primarchs?
Wow. Sharp as a tack. I'm actually impressed. Well, when did you realize? Did you enjoy leading me on?
It was obvious. I had only to study the behavior of the Tetra elements. My suspicions were confirmed when you linked the barrier of pandemonium with the other world. Or should I say, this dimension. But it matters not, for soon the merging of all dimensions will be complete. My plans will come to fruition, and everything else is but a trivial concern, including the plane I inhabit.
Oh, Bubs. All these dark plans. I can only handle so much. But you know, this newfangled world of yours reset itself in some funny ways. Like the singularity developing a female counterpart.
So long as the singularity continues to exist, it does not matter what form it takes.
And here I thought you were committed to total annihilation. But it seems you've got a chivalrous side. This world is full of wonders. Anyway, it's just as you said. The dimensions are merging. And two different planes of reality are soon to become one.
Of course. And I shall claim the resultant world as its rightful ruler.
I'm afraid you won't. How to put it? The world doesn't revolve around you.
Speak.
Wait, I thought you were the smart one now. The world spins upon the axis of the singularity, not you. It's those intrepid skyfarers, the centers of their respective universes. And I agree. Their differing forms do mean very little in the grand scheme of things. Such slight differences are a matter of observation after all. It's their shared nature as the singularity that lends them significance. So you see, it's always going to be their dimension, even if you are the one who fabricated it. It stings to understand, doesn't it? You can play at being a third singularity all you want, but you're just a simple catalyst. Not that any of this amounts to much more than foreplay. After all, you're my lovely little pawns, arranged to break Silius free from his prison.
How predictable. You still obsess over Lucilius.
Let me offer my thanks to you once more, Bubs. You've been a great help. I don't know how Silius and I could have done it without you.
Wretched serpent.
Is our honeymoon over?
I'll be at peace again. When you are in pieces. I've no time. Closer. You can tire from me. Good. Let's open you up.
You're good. Let me type feeling good. Get lost. How dare you? How hide from death? Let me by my way. I'll be with you. Hide from you. Off you go. Chloe, you you're good. Hide from
Then make it talk!
Down there.
And you'll pay the consequences! Let this be a lesson! Feel the weight of your sting!
Let's open you up.
By my way!
So rough. Feeling good? You're getting on my nerves. You can hide from me. So rough. Let me tell you. You can't run from me. Let me tell you. Off you go.
My life is finished!
Oh, that temper of yours.
Quest clear.
Let's end this farce.